time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway in Foxborough.
To his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
For the AFC champion New England Patriots, here are the starters on the defensive side.
Well, they will be retooled in 2018, but still some familiar faces. Trey Flowers, a defensive end, their best pass rusher. Dante Hightower, injury-plagued in 2017. They expect him back full.
Van getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive...
A gain of 8 and a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week.
So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, as it is Cowboy football.
On this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver so well. You almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school. And
now they'll throw with Brady. That is caught at the 7. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have Larry Ridley's highlights. Now Brady throwing on second down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Patriots and the Cowboys have not had the best success throwing the football. It's a passing league, but these defenses have mostly been able to contain that today. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Cowboys now on 3rd and 8. Prescott's on target here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. Score stays the same, though, as they missed the field goal. Patriots on 2nd and 7. Brady's got the completion here, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. 1st and 10. Guy's got the sack here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. So that's it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defense.
Game long, they have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half
would have been a game changer there in this second half. We're in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to continue.
23 yards on the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a zone.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the third to the 4th quarter here. And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely is on.
Intentional grounding, offense.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right?
51-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 20, 10.
That block had all the earmarks of a special teams coach who's been working on this for a long time but kept it in his pocket until he absolutely needed it. That looked like one of those ones that just said, crucial, have to have it, and called it.
So something maybe you don't use in the second quarter of a 20-point game, but here fourth quarter trying to seal it, you do.
No doubt, and those guys spend so much time on tape trying to find where the...
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too.
The game is rolling. They've got another first down. And something tells me the moment of overtime won't be too big for number 12, Tom Brady.
Well, the best that have ever played.
As we step aside here in overtime.
He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them.